Anticipated releases for the next quarter, July, August, September. What do I plan on reading? What have I added to my wish list to buy? Hi, my name is Jeanette, and I want to thank you for joining me on the channel, Jane Reads. So today I'm going to talk about the books that are releasing in the next quarter, July, August, and September, that I am anticipating and cannot wait to read. So I'm only going to talk about 5 books because these are the books that I'm most excited about, that I will be picking up at some point, hopefully in the near future, to read once they're out, obviously. Okay, so I have nothing for the month of July. So I debated about maybe I should wait and do this video in July to talk about August, but my schedule was for the quarter, so it's coming now. And my printer has run out of ink, so I normally print out the list, but I just have the names written out, and then I'm going to use my phone to look up on Goodreads to tell you about the books. Okay, so the first book I'm going to talk about is Countdown by Lynette Eason. This releases on August the 1st, and it is book 4 of her Extreme Measures series. Book 1 is Life Flight, and I gave that one 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. Then book 2 is Crossfire. I gave that one 4 stars. And then book 3 is Critical Threat, which I also gave 4 stars. So Countdown says, a stalker who wants to finish what he started, a U.S. Marshal who has vowed to protect his charge, and one woman who is determined to put the past in the past. I'm not going to read the rest of it because it is book 4 of a series. But I thankfully have this one as an advanced reader copy through NetGalley, so I am anticipating reading it very, very soon. Hopefully, I have to finish my June TBR first, but then I plan on picking it up. I love Lynette Eason. I love romantic suspense, so I've really enjoyed the previous 3 books of this series, so it was no-brainer that this one was getting added to my list. Then moving on to another no-brainer to my list is Summer in the Spotlight by Liz Johnson. This is book number 3 of her Prince Edward Island Shores series. And so in books 1 and 2, we were following some family members, 2 brothers, and I think this is the 3rd brother. This is a contemporary romance set in PEI. I absolutely love Liz Johnson's writing. I love her romances, and I love the setting of PEI. So again, this was a no-brainer for me to pick up because I have read book 1 and 2, and I really enjoyed both of them. So to get book 3 and finish the series, and thankfully this is the other one that I have an advanced reader copy of, so I will be reading it fairly shortly, hopefully right after I read Countdown, if all goes as planned. We'll see. So yes. So that one releases on the 8th of August. On the 29th of August, Amanda Cox has He Should Have Told the Bees coming out. I really like this cover. And when I first saw it, it was like, oh, that's cool. But I'd never read anything by Amanda Cox when I first saw it. I have now read an Amanda Cox book, and I just talked about it in my mid-month wrap-up, so I will link that video below. I absolutely loved that book, and it was like, okay, I need to try another book by her, and this is the one that I think I'm going to try next. If not, she does have one other book out, but yeah. So this one says, beekeeper Beckett Walsh is living her dream, working alongside her father in their apiary, until his untimely death sends her world into a tailspin. She suddenly finds she must deal with a new part owner of the family business, one who is looking to sell their property. Beck cannot fathom why her father would put her into a position to lose everything they built together. When Callie Peterson is named in the trust of a man she's never heard of, she's not sure what to do. Her fledgling business has just taken wing, and her mother has re-entered her life asking for help getting into rehab for her lifelong substance abuse issues, making Callie's financial situation rather precarious. She's sure she has no right to someone else's farm, But the money from the sale could solve her problems and give her stability she's always craved. As these two women navigate their present conundrum, they will discover a complex and entangled past full of secrets and the potential for a brighter future for both of them. Okay, I have suspicions of what the tangled past might be just from that write-up, but I am really intrigued. And Amanda, I read The Secret Keepers of Old Depot Grocery, and that was an emotional read for me, and I just really enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to this one. So that one comes out August the 29th. On September the 4th, we have The Beacon Street Bookshop by Carla Lorando is releasing. This is book number 2 of her Haven Ridge series. And I have not read book number 1 of this series. I'm kind of waiting for this book to come out and see if there's going to be more or not, because that's the way I like to read my series, is kind of back to back. But I love Carla Lorando's writing. It's normally contemporary romance, so I think that's what this one is. Pretty sure. But I mean, it also says bookshop. I don't even need to read the description to know that I'm going to be intrigued by this, right? Okay, but I'm going to read the description. Ever since Olivia Quinn lost her husband to a freak plane crash, she's been focused on one thing: making a stable life for her teen stepdaughter Taylor, of whom she's the sole guardian. But when she loses her job as a children's book editor because she refuses to relocate from Colorado to New York, all her hard-won stability is shattered. Then the opportunity arises to open Liv's dream bookshop in Haven Ridge, offering not only the solution to her financial problems, but a chance to bond with her stepdaughter and become a real family for the first time. Soon, the wild idea transforms into a thriving nonprofit, thanks to the generosity and enthusiasm of the town, and a handsome contractor who stirs feelings in Liv she thought might be gone forever. But just as she begins to lean into a new life she's made for herself, a figure from her late husband's past puts the life she's been building with Taylor in jeopardy, as Liv must face the possibility that following her heart might just cost her daughter. Wow. But so we're talking emotional, possibly family drama, bookshop setting. Yeah, Colorado, I really want to read this series. I really do. On September the 26th, The Legacy of Longdale Manor by Carrie Turansky is releasing. When I saw this, it was add to wish list, add to cart, I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but I'm very tempted because I absolutely adored Carrie's book, No Ocean Too Wide. Then I read the sequel. I enjoyed it, not as much as the first one. Now I've read Across the Blue. Really, really enjoyed that one. So when I saw she had a new one coming out, I was like, oh, I can't wait. This is probably one of my most anticipated books. And it's a dual timeline, which I really enjoy. Set in England. Again, a setting I really enjoy. So I am really looking forward to this one. Okay, so what is it about? Let's find out. In 2012, art historian Gwen Monroe travels to England's Lake District to appraise the paintings and antiques of an old family friend, hoping to prove herself to a prestigious grandfather. While at Longdale Manor, she becomes acquainted with David Bradley, the owner's handsome grandson, who is desperate to save the crumbling estate by turning it into a bed and breakfast. When Gwen stumbles upon a 100-year-old journal and a carved shepherd's staff similar to one in a photo of her parents, she uncovers a connection to a father she never knew. In 1912, after her father's death, Charlotte Harper uncovers a painful family secret she can only confess to her journal. She and her family travel to the Lake District to stay on a sheep farm, hoping eventually to find a home with Charlotte's grandfather at Longdale Manor. But old wounds and bitter regrets make it a difficult challenge. As Charlotte grows closer to Shepherd Ian's story and rebuilds her shattered faith, she must decide whether she will ever trust in love again. Two women, a century apart, are taken on a journey to healing, faith, and forgiveness in this heartfelt dual timeline Edwardian romance. I can't wait. I can't wait. And I know somebody by the name of one of these characters. And that just makes me laugh. Because I can, like, yeah, I don't know, just, that entertains me. So those are the 5 books that I am most excited about that are coming out in the next quarter, that I've added to my wish list. I will be hopefully getting and reading very quickly. Very quickly is subjective because I have a lot of other books on my TBR that I want to read, but we'll see. One of them I'm very, very tempted to pre-order. We'll see what happens. Do I bite the bullet or not, or do I just wait to pick it up? We'll see. So what are you excited about? What is coming out that maybe I'm not aware of? Maybe it's not even on my radar. I'd love to chat in the comments below. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video today. Have a good day. Bye.